And the big story that we are tracking this hour is going to be about the vice presidential elections that all political parties and the country is looking towards, where former Supreme Court Judge B. Sudershan Reddy, who is the joint opposition candidate for the vice presidential election, will file his nomination today. Now, all the floor leaders of the India Bloc will assemble at the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge's office, then proceed for nomination filing. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge announced B. Sudershan Reddy's name on Tuesday for Vice President's post, describing the election for the country's second highest constitutional office as an ideological battle. Sudershan Reddy will compete with NDA's vice presidential candidate CP Radhakrishnan for the post. Earlier, CP Radhakrishnan filed his nomination with Prime Minister Modi and union ministers on Wednesday. The vice presidential elections are scheduled for 9th September, and that is what we will be getting you all the developments on. And to discuss this further, I am joined by Mr. B.S. Arun, who's a senior journalist right now at News9. Thank you so much, Mr. Arun, for taking your time and joining me over here at News9. Good morning. So how do you look at this contest? At the very outset, I'm going to ask you, last time around also we saw a contest between former VP Dhankar and opposition's candidate Margaret Alva, and we saw what the results were. With a huge margin, Dhankar ended up becoming the Vice President of India. This time around also, the numbers are clearly stacked in the favor of the NDA candidate. So how do you look at it when Mallikarjun Kharge is calling it an ideological battle?
Well, things won't be much different compared to the last elections when Margaret Alva was defeated by over 100 votes. At that time, the Congress also didn't have many votes, just 44. But now Congress has 99 plus, good showing, fairly good showing by other the India parties. But having said that, I would like to point out that the numbers this time are certainly stacked against the India group against Mr. Sudershan Reddy, the Sav Justice, former Justice of Supreme Court. There would be about anywhere between 90 to 100 or 110 difference between the two candidates, this CPR, the Radhakrishnan of the BJP and Mr. Reddy of the opposition candidate. So there will be a huge gap, and it will be very difficult, very, very difficult for the opposition to bridge this, because all the NDA parties have already pledged their support, and even the TRS, the KCR's party in Andhra Pradesh, the only party which needs to tell the people as to where it stands, but then it doesn't have much. Standing, only 3 MPs are there. So it may not have any impact on the final outcome of the presidential election, vice presidential election. Having said that, there is one more party which has not made its stand clear, and that is the Aam Aadmi Party. But then it's most likely that Aam Aadmi Party would favor the India Alliance. Now the battle will be between the two stars of South India. But then, how long it might help, how far it will help the third, alliance, the India Alliance. We would like to see, but then it doesn't look like much of a fight over there, because the numbers, as you have rightly pointed out, are heavily staked against the opposition candidate. Now, what is interesting is, the BJP candidate is an OBC candidate, while the Justice Sudershan Reddy is not. He is a Reddy, the upper caste, dominant party of dominant caste of Andhra Pradesh, of Telangana. Whether the two Telugu states would be overwhelmingly voting for him, we would like to see. But then it appears that TDP, the main party in Andhra Pradesh, has already made its decision clear of supporting the NDA, of which it's a part. The Congress party has, gone to town saying that Justice Reddy was earlier the chairman of the of the caste census of the Telangana, and he favored a 42% reservation for the OBCs, and that was unanimously approved by the Telangana Assembly, and it's now before the president for passing. And Telangana Chief Minister Revant Reddy has publicly said that vote for Reddy because he is the one who has given overwhelming reservation proposal, increasing it to 42%, and he is the savior of the OBCs, and he should be supported. That's what the stand he has taken of the Congress candidate. So in all, it would in a way it is interesting, but then it's a foregone conclusion, I must say, that Mr. Reddy is going to lose and CPR would be the candidate of the BJP. It would be a bit surprising that BJP favored the candidate from the south and not from, say, Bihar, which is going for elections in a few months' time. And Bihar, the OBC candidate in Bihar would have certainly made some difference for the BJP. And I don't think Reddy would make such a big difference for the party over there because, it's a fiercely fought battle going to be there in October, November, come the elections for the Bihar Assembly.